Welcome back to the Heated Waves Network. Mr. Bradley, T-Ball with me as always. Let's get right into it. This is Panthers at Bucks, Week 2, NFL, T-Ball. Can Tom Brady turn it around and get the second week win over the not-so-good Panthers? And it's a division game.
Well,
again.
Yeah, that's a good question because, obviously tough win against a good Saints team. Obviously, the Panthers are not as good as the Saints. Carolina's actually lost 9 straight, which is the second longest active streak. Bucks obviously great on D. They're ranked the number 6 defense, like we mentioned in the last episode there for our review. Tom Brady was 239, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and no production from Gronk, Fournette, Evans, or McCoy. But Teddy Bridgewater, who plays for Carolina, last week didn't have too bad of a game. 22 for 34, 269, and a touchdown. But McCaffrey with 23 carries on 97 yards. If the Panthers
2 touchdowns.
If the Panthers want to beat this Bucs team, who has a very, very good run defense, their run defense is good. Teddy Bridgewater be better throw for 400 yards in this game.
Yeah, which I'm not going to see happening.
I don't see that happening either, and that's why I took the Bucs this week.
Bounce back.
I just figured, bounce back game for not only Brady, but their defense is just way too powerful for this very, very one-sided Panthers offense. I think the Bucs shouldn't have a problem in this game.
You might be right because that pass defense was phenomenal as well. Held Breeze to 160 passing, 1 touchdown. No interceptions, though, and shut down Mike Thomas, who's also got hurt in that game. He had a hurt ankle during the game. He only had 3 catches and 17 yards. We're talking about Michael Thomas, the number 1 wide receiver, if not number 2, whoever wants to put him and DeAndre Hopkins in the same 1-2 category because those are the guys. When you can shut them down, and they have a good, obviously a great quarterback, however you may see it in Tom Brady, even though he threw a pick 6 last week. I think you're going to see a lot of picks this year on the fact that this is a team that doesn't have a lot of chemistry, didn't get to play preseason games.
Not as good as Alphas.
All kinds of new guys, new faces coming into a new scheme and stuff like that. I think it's going to take 3 or 4 weeks for this team to get rolling. The Bucs could very well lose this game, but at the same time, the Panthers gave up 239 passing yards, a touchdown, and 107 quarterback rating to Derek Carr.
Yeah.
And looked horrible in defense. So I think Tom Brady can eat that up. I'm right there with you. I think the Bucs get this. I think Leonard Fournette is not going to be as big of a threat as we thought until maybe later on in the season.
I don't know, man. Last meeting, Carolina won 37-26, but Tom Brady, he has a losing record against Carolina. He's 2-3 in the regular season.
Woo.
He only has 2 losing records, Carolina and Seattle.
Wow.
But Carolina gives up 20-plus points. Hell, they've given up 20-plus points through the last 13 straight regular season games.
Terrible.
So, if anybody's choosing Carolina, it's a 6-year-old who's the only person he knows is McCaffrey, and
that's it.
It doesn't matter who they play. That's who he picks. You're silly if you pick Carolina in this one, I think.
Not to mention, Chris Godwin, wide receiver for the Bucs, will be out, but I think that actually helps the team. People are going to look at me and think I'm
plus
crazy.
The Bucs are at home. So.
Yeah, they're at home, but there's no crowd. Maybe we don't know.
That's your field.
Yeah, you got home.
You feel more comfortable.
Yeah, home field advantage regardless if there's fans there or not. I swear, it's just a thing. But like I said, Chris Godwin, wide receiver, out for the Bucs. I think it's good news for them because now you don't have so many mouths to feed. I think Mike Evans is going to get it going. Maybe they can get on the same track.
Last week?
I think it's just too many guys there to throw balls to, and they're just
that was
not,
a lot of names.
Well, there's like I said, there's no chemistry. They're not in sync yet, and that's why you've seen an overthrown first interception by Brady. Brady looked real good in the beginning with that rushing touchdown.
Yeah, he was looking great. I was getting worried. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, rushing touchdown. At the goal line.
It's like we're about to see some
at the goal line.
I kept going. Okay. Oh, 3rd down and long, slant. Here it comes, and then they get stopped. I'm like, whoa.
But this is going to be a steamroll for the Bucs. I got the Bucs and Tom Brady having a bounce back week, as much as it pains me to say after all the stuff we were just talking about in a previous podcast. But that's my pick. I got Bucs winning by at least 10.
Got to pick the Bucs.
Yep.